Good morning, Orlando, Central Florida, all surrounding areas. I'm Mr. CC Productions. I just did Caribbean Splash. I had a couple major hiccups, and I feel the necessity to come on here and apologize to you people in person. I feel real bad, extremely bad about what happened. I did try my best to see if I could pull it off. I did go over my head, which is my fault. I take full responsibility for that. You know, I've always tried to bring quality events to Orlando, always over the years. Matter of fact, my first Caribbean Splash was in 1997 with Beanie Man, Barrington Levy, Mighty Sparrow, and about 20 other acts. That went off fine. In 1999, Caribbean Splash got rained out a little bit. I went into problems. I couldn't pay Bounty Killer his balance. I turned around. I got bashed. I turned around. Bounty Killer reached out to me and said, CC, I'm doing a tour. Give me the remaining my balance and I will come and do a show for you. I went back to the people. I said, okay. I went, I lost a lot of money, didn't have it. I borrowed money. I paid him his balance. He came and I did a show called Making It Right. I did everyone free for the first 2 hours and then $5.99 after, just to cover the expenses of the venue. That was done. A few years ago, another Caribbean Splash, Freddie McGregor didn't perform. I talked to Freddie McGregor, everyone can check with him. I gave him his balance and I said, Freddie, I want you to come and do a free show for the people. He said, okay, CC, I got you. Freddie couldn't believe it. He came, he did the show. I paid for him and his band. We did it at Lux. And he came to me and he said, you know, CC, I have to respect you because no promoters do this. He looked when he realized nobody paid. We did not charge anyone. It was totally free. And he said to me, CC, no other promoter does this. That's fine. Right now, I've been bashed by everyone, and that's okay. I take full responsibility for it. As some people would say, even the major act would say, I steal your money. I didn't steal your money. Maybe I took on an event that was a little bit too big for me because I tried to put on quality events for Orlando. I decided to go into a venue that I thought would be fitting for Orlando people to take us to another level, which was probably a mistake now in hindsight because that venue cost me $30,000 that I had to pay up front. Okay? I also took on a lot of artists that maybe I should have left some off, you know. Yes, my plane tickets went out the roof, over $18,000. Again, it's my fault. In the end, my hotel bill ended up being over $11,000 that was paid. I didn't steal no one's money. All those end up being paid. Okay. I ended up with a budget of over $40,000 in promotions, TV, radio, etc. My fault. It's fine. I'm here to tell you, Marcia Griffiths, I tried to talk to her, to negotiate with her when I realized I'm having a major hiccup. I reached out to Conscience people. I reached out to Christopher Martin people. I tried to negotiate with them, letting them know I'm trying to put everybody on stage. Please accept a little less than your full balance and do something for the people. By contract, they don't have to do it. It's up to them. So I can't control that. It's just my fault that I couldn't deliver their full balance. But they got their 50% deposit, and I offered a partial off their balance for them to do something, even if they didn't have to do a full show. The headliner, you know, much respect to him. He's huge. He's King of Africa, ambassador to Zimbabwe. I gave him his full deposit. I offered him at first 70% of his remaining balance. Then I went up to as high as 80% of his remaining balance to try and get everyone on. He totally refused. I called his management along with his agent, who he bashed his agent, but that was his agent, Violet. She's not the promoter, she's the agent. I sat with her up front. I never watched the show, never got to go backstage. Up front, I'm trying to put things together to make it work. We called the management 15 times in 3 hours, begging him to negotiate and take 80% just to come do something for the people. They flat out refuse. They say no. They want the full 100%. Contractually, they're correct. That's my problem, and I have to apologize to you guys for it. Right now, he's saying he'll never do anything with me, and I'm going to take the high road. It's okay. All I'm asking, since I cannot contact his management, is I'm willing to pay him his full balance, and he come back and do a free show for the people, because that's what I do. I try to make solutions, come up with solutions. Now, it's up to him. We have reached out to the 4 individuals, the 4 acts. We've reached out to their management. We've offered them their balance to come back and do a free show, which is more losses to me, but it's my fault. I have to live with that, and I'm fine with that. But no one intentionally did anything. All the acts were here. They all got their 50% deposit. They all got their per diem. They all were put in their 4-star hotels like they requested. They were all here. I negotiated with everyone. They were offered a part of their balance based on my major hiccup, which is my fault that I'm apologizing for. They were all offered a part of their balance. Busy Signal, being the headliner, was offered the most, and he still flatly refused. King Shango, maximum respect to everyone else who agreed and came and worked. King Shango even went one step further when he saw the problem. Him and his management, Miss Kemp, enough big ups, enough props. For a big artist all these years, he said, I will even take an additional cut so you can try to get your headliner on. We had 1 hour, about 1 hour with no artists. Let me explain. The reason for that being, King Shango, Capleton, was closing the show. He was going to be the last act. So Busy Signal was supposed to be before him. That 1 hour, we stepped up the negotiations with Busy's management, trying to convince him, look, this is what we have. We gone up, we went as high as we could go. 80% of his balance. 80% of his balance we had. We said, please, just come and do something for your fans, for the people. We have 80% of your balance. He said no, he wanted 100%. Okay, but on contract, legally, I have to give you 100%. I understand. But I was trying to help the consumers have something. I went over my head. I'm in a spot, and I'm asking for help. So the consumers can be happy. Your fans can be happy. I'm already taking a hit, and I have to deal with it, and it's okay. Now, on the other hand, there's so many facts. Again, like I said, let me just apologize from the bottom of my heart. It was never intended. I've done over 2,000 shows. I have seen the assassination of my character, and everybody's having a field day about it, and that's okay. That's okay. That's your prerogative. If you want to bash me, that's okay. You know, I have done over 2,000 shows over the 30 years promoting. 2,000 shows. I've had 6 mishaps now. 6. That one with Freddie McGregor, I did a free show. The one with Bounty Killer, and I did a free show and a $5.99 show. And there were a few others that was less. Like, for instance, if I get specific, well, I could get specific on another video. But I've had 6 mishaps. 6 mishaps out of over 2,000 shows. If you do the math, wherever you are, that's less than 1% of negativity on my events over the years. So if my King of Africa had done his research, maybe he would not have bashed me so bad of who I am without checking the facts. Over 2,000 shows, 6 mishaps. That's less than 1%. No promoter in the entire world can even get close to that record. And with the mishaps, I try to resolve them. I have reached out to the 4 acts. Like I said, I'm reaching out publicly to business management that I will pay you your full balance and ask you to come, and I will provide a venue for you to perform for free for the people, not one dime. We understand business is business. Some people want 100% of their money. I can't knock you for that. I will never bash you for that. That's okay. I've had numerous fans who came to the show, some of them I've known over the years, that have even contributed to the bashing. And they have personally come up to me and asked me for discounts. I don't tell them business is business. Some people have their hard-earned money. They come, they say, I only have $60. Can you give me a VIP? It's $75, I only have $60. I didn't say business is business. I have a heart. I said, okay, here you go. Some people come with 10 tickets. I take off $100. It might hurt my budget overall, but I understand that at the end of the day, it's not all about money. Again, I apologize. I apologize to the fans, and I'm trying to make it right. And I have put out an offer to the 4 acts to pay their full balance and come, and I will provide a venue and do a free show for the people. Of course, no matter what I say, some people will bash it, and it's okay. It's my fault. Yes, I took on something too big. Yes, maybe I took an expensive venue because I was trying to put our culture in something nice and do something big. It's my fault. No, I don't have a jet plane. I don't have millions. I can't pay for everything up front. So some of you might say I shouldn't have done it. I accept full responsibility for it. All I can say is I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I never meant to have any no-shows. I've dealt with hundreds of artists. Hundreds. I've had a couple mishaps here and there. I've had acts work with me. Some may choose not to work with me. That's their prerogative. It's still my fault, and I take full responsibility. And like I said, the offer is there for the 4 acts that did not perform, for me to pay them their full balance, and they come and do a free show for the people. I'll provide the venue.